Hello Year 3 and welcome to our lesson today in PE. I hope you all had a nice little break and are excited to be coming back very soon. So today's lesson we're going to be focusing on some lily pad jumping, and how we're going to do that is I've set out 5 discs on the floor in a nice safe area. So you need to think what you can use. You need something flat. You may even have permission, you'll have to ask, to use some pillows from your house or some cushions, or you may need something that's not going to slip. So can you go and do that? You need 5 pieces of equipment that you can lay down in a nice straight line with a little gap in between. So pause the video and go and get your equipment for today's jumping session. Off we go. So we're going to be focusing, Year 3, on some jumping today, and this is a key activity when you may want to develop skills in such sports maybe like gymnastics, athletics, team sports like football and rugby, where this can become really important, and it's a really important fundamental skill for us to learn. So to start with, I don't want us to fall into the water. We are on these lily pads. I want us to start with 2 feet on our disc or our pillow, whatever we are using, and we're going to bend our knees, use our arms, and we're going to jump onto the lily pads. We're going to jump onto the lily pads. So I've done 5 jumps and off. Okay, so to start with, pause the video for a little warm up, get used to jumping from 2 feet to 2 feet on your lily pads. Off you go, please, Year 3, pause the video. Well done, Year 3. So now we're going to progress it using our lily pads, and we're going to use one leg. So we're going to do a hop jump. So we're going to have one leg up in the air, and we're going to balance on our lily pads using our arms, keeping our head nice and straight and focused. And again, and again. How high can you get? And landing on that lily pad. It may be quite wobbly, so you will be working and focusing on your balancing skills. So you'll get to the end and then swap legs, do it on your different leg, and hop all the way back on your lily pads. So have a go at that, please, Year 3. Pause the video, please. Well done, Year 3. So our next little activity is we are going to balance on our lily pads with 2 feet, but we need to land on the next lily pad with 1 foot. So I'm going to jump and land. Count to 3, 1, 2, 3, foot down, and then jump to our next lily pad and land on 1 foot. So we're going from 2 to 1. So have a go at that on your lily pads now, please, Year 3. Pause the video, please. Great work. So we're now going to flip it. So we're going to start with 1 foot on our lily pads this time, but we need to be able to land on 2. So we're going to start with 1 leg up in the air, and we're going to land on 2 this time. So have a quick go at that, please. Off we go, Year 3, pause the video. Well done, Year 3. So for our next little progression is we can do some sideways jumping. So you may want to swap sides, one way and do it the other way coming back. So you may want to go sideways onto our lily pads, all the way to the end, face the same way, and then you're jumping again, using your 2 feet, but landing on your lily pads. If that's too easy, you may want to try and safely, if you've got enough room, doing it backwards onto the lily pads, looking over your shoulder, knowing where you are going to go. So have a go at that little progression now of sideways and backwards if you can safely, please. Off we go. Pause the video, please. Now, Year 3, I would like you to be creative with your jumping. So you've got 5 lily pads, 5 jumps, but when you're in the air, I want you to think of what you can do. So I'm going to give you a little example, and then you're going to try and pick the rest. So when you are jumping from one lily pad to the other, in the air, you may want to create a shape. So think about stuff you may have learnt in the past in gymnastics. So I'm going to jump from my lily pad here, and I'm going to create a star shape and land on my lily pad. So I've given you the first shape. Think about now 4 different shapes that you can make, and you've got to be able to land on your lily pad and balance. So try and be creative and use your brains to think, what can I do to be successful at creating a shape but also landing on our lily pad? So have a go at that and pause the video please, year 3. And our final little activity for today, year 3, for our jumping, we may want to put some little obstacles in the way. Now my lily pads are not in a straight line, they are in different directions now, so you can, if you want, you can practice different ways that you've learnt to jump onto the lily pads. So think about from 1 foot to 2 feet, or 2 feet to 1 foot, or both feet at the same time. Now I've got my little teddies, you may want to put a tin or some toilet roll or teddies or a jumper in the way for your jumping. So all I want you to do is get from one lily pad, jumping over a piece of equipment onto another. So I've just jumped over my teddy and now I'm going to jump over a piece of clothing now. So I'm going to go from 1 foot and land on 2. Good, Mr. Camera. I've just gone to my lily pad. I've just reached because I'm challenging myself now because it's a little bit further away. If it gets too difficult, you can put your lily pads a little bit closer. If it's too easy, think about what we can do. We can make the size of the area bigger and really have to push ourselves, bend our knees and use our arms. So have a go at that little challenge now, putting mini obstacles in the way of your lily pads. You may want to even create your own little game using the pieces of equipment we have used today. So if you've enjoyed today's lesson, pause the video, have a go, get some pictures onto Dojo or little videos, and then I will be able to see them. So well done, and I'll see you all very soon, year 3.